Hi, welcome to Hikate's Crossing. If you haven't been here before, welcome. Okay, so I'm going to do a reading today. Oh, I want to change the border. I just did that for a photo shoot. Let me just change this border. I can remove it, and then let's try, only because that's quite, I know the day is absolutely miserable, so I'm going to do something that's a little bit pretty. Yeah, the forest. I quite like that. I don't know why. Let's see, if I want to do this, I'm going to go this way a bit more. There we go, that's better, isn't it? What I want to do today is work with the Sue Nicholson's The Butterfly Guiding Light Oracle. I'm going to do this because of the chakras. So we're going to look at the chakras that you need to work with at this time. So let's have a look. What are we going to do? What chakras are we going to work with today? And a healing. Oops, here we go. What we've got here is love. Love hears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Corinthians, right. So that's the card there. So let's have a look at the green, which is the heart chakra, right? So the colour green is soothing and calm and is associated with nature, health and renewal. It is positive and tranquil tone and is associated with acceptance and compassion. The heart chakra is located in the centre of the chest, close to the heart and the thymus gland, and so it is associated with the immune system and with empathy and love. This chakra rules complex emotions, and through it we feel our connection to other people, to nature and our planet, to the animal kingdom and beyond. It is the gateway to our spiritual self. When we work from the heart chakra, we are capable of great compassion and self-sacrifice. In a reading, if the green cards come up or dominate your reading from a green group, your reading is focusing on unconditional love for self and others, emotional balance, health and healing, self-sacrifice and compassion, and helping others, reaching out beyond yourself and inner peace. And if the love card comes up, your keywords are infection, attachment, contentment, sacrifice, happiness, and heart. Love, as we all know, is a state of being that is almost indescribably happy and euphoric. It lifts us up beyond the mundane and inspires us to be a better person, whether we are giving or receiving it. It is, in some ways, the most important requirement of all humans, to love and be loved. All types of love are expressed in millions of ways through songs, poems, stories, movies, arts and plays. The things that they have in common are positive, emotionally uplifting and selflessness. The love card brings your attention to matters of the heart. It must be read in context of the surrounding cards. It may indicate a new love or a deepening love. Are you in love? Have you lost love? Are you looking for love? Either way, love is at the forefront of the situation and it plays an important role in any decision you need to make. So let's have a look at the second card then. If that's the first card, we know that it's about love, but what type of love does this describe? Let's look a bit further, shall we? I feel like this one here was screaming out about pure consciousness, and this one here, which is about maturity. So this is a love that grows. I feel like this is a love that grows, and it's you're really aware of the feelings and the emotions that you're actually feeling. So the pure consciousness says, the mind is everything. What you think, you become. Pure consciousness. So I feel like you're really conscious about this love that you actually have, and it's a love that grows. So that's talking about, so it feels like it's quite intimate. It's a love that's growing over time. And you're really aware of it. Now this is a violet, so this is to do with the crown chakra. So this is your understanding of your deity. cosmic consciousness, universal love, karma and consequences, and this also connects to your life purpose as well. So that's interesting. And the card talks about their keywords is selflessness, sacrifice, unity, transcendence, and light. Buddha means enlightened one. So sometimes known as enlightenment, pure consciousness is a state of higher awareness and control in which the I disappears and loses its meanings as a separate entity from all that is, and merges into the whole. From there, everything is one. You achieve perfect unity and transcend the limits of the physical word. When this card arises in a reading, be aware that you are a divine being. The deity is with you and hears your prayer. There is peace to come and understanding as well as an end to your suffering. This card is a blessing from deity, an acknowledgement of your prayers. So I'm feeling like this, when you look at that, it's a sense of you totally merging with this person that you love. You're absolutely connecting with this one person on a real emotional level. And this can be a person in many walks of life. So just being aware of this connection on a real divine level is such a gentle, such a loving, spiritual energy. This is not intense, it's not a sexual attraction, this is something that's very spiritual, very deep, but it's also very loving and gentle. Okay? Even though you're super aware of this love, this relationship, this intent, this sense of love within this someone, I don't feel like it's a very slow and gentle. It's something that's growing. So we look at the maturity, which is about the throat. So it's about expressing. So when you sort of open up your heart and you connect with your crown chakra and your throat, okay? So this is about communication, giving voice to your thoughts and feelings, independence and maturity, creativity and ideas, living your truth, freedom and self-confidence. So this is, I think, a sense of being very confident and being very free to express this love. Okay? So that's really important. So the maturity card, the keywords are youth, milestone, seniority, responsibility and accomplishment. Maturity is not just about getting older, it is about growing into a person who uses good judgment and reasoning when reacting to the world around you. So I feel like this love, this connection is very, very open, and it's very in the world. It's not something you have to hide. This is something you can be very open about. That's really important to look at. It's about planning what steps to take and making the appropriate choices in a given situation. All of these things can be done at any age and show that we have good emotional and social development. When this card arises, it is asking you to consider if you're making a good decision and taking responsibility for your action. And I think that's very much in regards to the love as well. But I also get a sense of, being mature about it can also be about a self-love as well, and being very aware of that self-love. So there's different ways to look at it and how it reacts to you. So if you're not in a relationship with anyone at this time, it could be about you personally, about loving yourself and being very aware of that love for self. And as you grow into an accepting self for who you are, is really important as well. So you can look at it in that way as well. Are you reacting from an emotional and less rational place? Have you really considered the consequences of your actions? Learning from your mistakes? Thinking about the implications of our decisions will involve maturity. So I feel like even if this is about a self-love for you at this time, this might be about just loving who you are as an individual and being super aware of who you are as an individual and allowing that to come through that sense of maturity. You're not coming through it as from a child's perspective, but coming through it as you've grown older and accepting the challenges that you've been through, the things that the shadow self, the things that we deny about ourselves. All those things can come into play. So I think that could be a really important thing to reflect on in regards to this reading. Are you feeling the love, the self-love the love for other people? Are you able to open up your heart and come from a higher place of unconditional? And that's from becoming very aware of that situation and allowing yourself to grow through it, evolve, develop within it. There's not a love that's very quick. Are you able to express that love openly and clearly, whether it's for self or for someone else? And it doesn't need to be, and when I'm talking about this mature and this real conscious love, it could be a platonic love. It could be someone that you've really connected with on a real spiritual level, and you could be a friend in that way. Oh, I had it when the kid does this, because I haven't done. There we go. Oh, just a camera. Let's see where I'm at. So, I don't mean to do that. There we go. Remove that border. Because then you've seen me play with the borders of the mannequin. Okay, so I feel like this could be quite a deep level, that you actually connect with someone on a real spiritual. You could find yourself really connecting with this person on a really, really deep level, and find that you communicate really well. You find that you can sit down and talk for hours and really communicate and really connect on a real spiritual, deep, mature level. It doesn't have to be romantic. It doesn't have to be sexual. It doesn't have to be business or formal like. It can be on a real deep spiritual level that you can find yourself connecting with and talking for hours. And that's really important. So I feel like Sue Nicholson's The Butterfly Guiding Light Oracle, 49 original cards detailed in a 40-page guidebook, plus you get a little bag that you can use for it, the pink bag that I use. So I feel like this is a really awesome book, deck to work with. Take a leap into your higher consciousness with these unique oracle cards. Now, Sue Nicholson is a medium. She does workshops. She's done shows where she's done readings for the crowd. She's amazing. She's so down to earth and so loving. She's done the TV show Sensing Murder that was set in New Zealand. She's an absolutely beautiful soul, so down to earth. She's written a book which I totally recommend you read, her life story, and it's absolutely beautiful. She's such a gorgeous person, and I totally recommend for any of her workshops. Her workshops were incredible. I've done 3 of them, and each time I've gone through huge spiritual shifts, and it's taken me like a good week to assimilate that energy, that vibration, that learning, the development within self. She really, the shows that she did, and I actually had a reading from her, absolutely funny, down to earth, so says what she sees, really clear. They weren't fishing or anything like that. They were very direct, very funny, and to the point. I mean, things like my aunt's name, an aunt's name that's passed over her. She was specific with the name, specific with my cat name, specific with details of my room. There's no way she would have known about my bottom drawer. Things like I was eating chocolate at that time. This was a different place that I was living at. She was so specific and so knowledgeable. It was incredible. There was just no way that it was fishing or anything like that. Sue was just spot on, direct. Every information that she gave to people for reading was so specific. There was no waffling. It was absolutely brilliant. So Sue, as a reader, absolutely fantastic. Let's see if I can, don't know, I just careful when you're sort of trying to. I end up having to move the table. Oh, I don't think that. So, anyway, just to sort of show you the cards. Some are a bit clearer than others. I know it's a bit hard. I'm looking forward to getting a new camera and a new microphone and get all that set up all done. Anyway, I think that's about it for today. Take care and blessed be for today's message with the Butterfly Guiding Light Oracle by Sue Nicholson. Take care and blessed be. Don't forget to subscribe if you're on YouTube. Subscribe and click the notification bell so you know when I'm doing another video, and you know when my lives are. There is a live later on in about 7 hours or so, so hopefully I'll see you then. Take care.